GDPR, or the General Data Protection Regulation. What is it? How can it affect you as an affiliate marketer? And how can you avoid being fined $20 million? Find out coming up. What is up? My name is Chris. Welcome to another video. If this is your first time here and you want to make money online, not just a little bit of money, but a lot of money, be sure to hit that subscribe button and tick that bell icon next to it so you don't miss anything. Now, the GDPR is not a bad thing. In fact, it's going to help us as marketers when it comes to open rates to our emails, as well as making sure that customer data is protected the way that it needs to be. But it's also not the email marketing apocalypse that a lot of people are trying to make it seem. You just have to be a little bit more diligent in the way that you collect leads. So here's a short explanation about what you need to know about the GDPR, explained as if you were 5 years old. So first of all, what is GDPR? Well, it is the General Data Protection Regulation. It started on May 25th, 2018. Now, this affects anyone who has any types of sales or dealings with people within the EU or the European Union, or who lives in the EU. So some of you might think, well, it doesn't really affect me because I don't live in the EU. But if someone stumbles upon your website or your affiliate niche site and they are in the European Union, then it does affect you as the website owner. Now, these rules were already put in place long before May 25th, 2018, but it was only enforceable in the European Union. Now it's being enforced globally. Some of the things that they've done is that they have tightened up the rules on how we should collect emails, especially through lead pages and using other types of lead magnets. So one thing we have to do now is we need to be really specific as to what we are going to do with client data as we receive them, especially emails. And here's where it gets a little bit complicated. You have to get people's consent not only to send them the lead magnet or whatever it is you're offering for free, but you also have to get consent to continually send them your newsletter. Another thing is that when you are collecting people's email addresses, especially when it comes to when they purchase or make a sale, you have to have a tick box saying explicitly that you can continue sending newsletters or using their email address to send them additional information. And this is the special part. It has to be unticked. You know how you can land onto a page and it's automatically checked for yes to receive certain types of emails? Well, you can't do that anymore if you want to remain in compliance with the GDPR. Those types of things have to be unticked so that the customer, as they land, they then give the explicit consent that they want to receive those emails. So no longer can we be vague. We have to be extremely tight, extremely explicit in what we are going to do with customer data. Another thing that the GDPR requires is you need to keep explicit documentation as to how customer data was collected. Now, this type of information should be available within your email autoresponder. We personally use Aweber, but there's other ones out there like GetResponse or ConvertKit or Constant Contact, any of these as well. You need to contact your personal email autoresponder service and see what types of things they have been doing to make sure that they are in compliance with GDPR. So contact them for further questions. Now, here's a really interesting part about this GDPR. The new regulations do not affect just new data that's being collected from here on. It also includes past customer data, which really makes this a lot more complicated. So all previous data has to be collected using the new rules. So because of this, if you haven't already, you've probably gotten a ton of emails and maybe visited websites that want you to re-opt in into either an email list or maybe accepting the terms of service all over again. And unfortunately, the GDPR is not very specific as to how you need to prove that you have collected data correctly, or at least in compliance with what the GDPR requires. So it's really up to you as the business owner to decide how much proof you think you need to make sure that you are in compliance. I have even heard some people actually start to take snapshots of current squeeze pages as well as others as well, just so that they can know for a specific fact that they got explicit consent to be able to send people emails. So this is something that you may want to look into as a business owner. And it's really important that you are in compliance, because the fines for not being in compliance can be enforceable up to either 4% of your annual income or up to $20 million. Whatever's greater. Now, the real key here is the fact that GDPR's compliance enforcement is really going to be based on the customer's complaints. So chances are the GDPR is really geared toward really large campaigns, really large companies that is dealing with customer data unethically. To be honest, you really should not be worried if you have built your list organically. If you've purchased emails or maybe got emails from a scraped list or anything like that, then you might need to worry. And it will probably be very wise to contact your email autoresponder and see what measures they have put in place to help you come into compliance. So the question really is GDPR the end of email marketing as we know it? No, actually, it's not even going to affect it very much at all. If you're growing your list organically, this is actually a very good thing because it's going to increase your open rates in your emails. Think about it. If a lot of these companies now are going to be kind of shy or sheepish in sending constant emails to lists that they have built unethically, now people who are legitimately emailing their subscribers, those people on our list are going to receive emails more targeted to what they actually want to read. The internet has basically been the Wild West for a really long time, and the GDPR is one of the first regulations that are coming in that is trying to actually kind of corral all of this together to make sure that we are not just dealing with customer data unethically. So in essence, this is really a good thing to try to wipe out spam emails, which then leads to better relationships with our email subscribers, which then leads to more engagement, which hopefully leads to more sales. But anyway, just keep in mind, I am not a legal expert. If you really are unclear as to what's going on, or if you are worried in the least that this GDPR can affect you and your business, and you want to avoid being fined 4% of your income or $20 million, then I highly suggest that you check out a legal expert who is well versed in the GDPR rules. In fact, check out the link in the description to LegalZoom. They will be able to give you a lot of information, especially for small businesses that are trying to stay in compliance with what the GDPR requires. Another takeaway is to make sure that you are practicing good habits when it comes to collecting your customers' data. Don't do anything unethically because it will come back to bite you later. So you're not going to get arrested. Email marketing is still alive and well. Don't let everyone think that it's dying. It's not. How often are people checking their emails? Like every 3 seconds. So in order to remain in compliance with the GDPR, you obviously need something to keep in compliance. And I have something just for you. Go ahead and check out benjisdad.com. That's benjisdad.com. I'll be sure to put a link down in the description. There is a free 100% video series that I've put together for you that literally will show you step by step how to build your own website, build your own blog, build your own business online, and even help build an email list. That's over at benjisdad.com. Be sure to go check it out right now. So now, what are you going to do to make sure that you are in compliance with the GDPR? Are you going to update your privacy policy on your website, or maybe going to start some type of re-engagement campaign with your current list? Let me know down in the comments. So please like, comment, and share this video with your friends and family so that others can make money online and stay in compliance with the GDPR just like you. So if you want to make money online, not just a little bit of money, but a lot of money, be sure to hit that subscribe button that should pop up about here. Check out the latest video on the channel, which should be about right there, and I will catch you all later.